order dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne taking on the Condors of Brooklyn. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ready?
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
The give, right side for Gibbs. And some room to maneuver. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Opposite, green, set.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a handoff to Chandler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Ran in at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Chandler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go!
Down carry now for Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stamper. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed right there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Rig alert!
Now Chandler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw. Stamper. Over the middle, complete. That's Chandler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Chandler will take it in. Touchdown. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because...
And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count.
If you're trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's finally taken down. It's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 9. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On the give, here's Gibbs. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Mustang 19! Trap 50! Trap 50!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stamper. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's got a first down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. They run it with Chandler. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking to throw on second down. Stamper. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stamper. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a give, right side. It's Chandler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Stamper. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Stamper. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stamper. He finds his target, Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazing Surprisingly, they're still short for fourth.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed two. He only got one. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Wow, an even 200 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Hand off now to Gibbs.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Blaster. 6. Hut.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Gibbs has it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And Lance's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 1st and 10, Stamper, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stamper under pressure, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stamper, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Keenan Allen His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Wizards have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
My goodness, 225 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Set, ready. Blue check. Hut, hut.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Blue strike. Hut.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Gibbs straight ahead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Okay, ready?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ball's red. Hut.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Now it's Gibbs.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Condors are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. Go.
Operating from the gun. Stamper. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line.
Ridge. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stamper.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
This is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Ready?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
White. Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way
Jameson Williams, 53 yards. And the Condors look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff to Chandler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd down and 13.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80, 19 Lions.
Off play action. Stamper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Condors look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the 2nd half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Brooklyn, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Melbourne, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Bulls.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. HRE wanna drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, then sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong, my dog ain't talking about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros, live fast, I ain't stand my headstone. Stop been grown, you ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me, gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty, then I'm watching me. My mama proud she had me, can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete, got a little buzz, but these niggas won't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet, independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B, look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
In peace, I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on these. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood, peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap, going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your. I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers, deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on, falling forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me? There you go.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these dumb sons go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a damn piece of me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm a, just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Now they praying my downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jack it off, what? Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a diamond piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I know I'm mighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. The traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Yeah.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy.